Hello everyone, Carolina Venom here. Today I am going to be doing my very first gun review. It's going to be on the Sccy CPX-1. We'll do a safety check. Magazine's empty. Right to slide. No ammo in the gun whatsoever. I've been doing a gun review for a long time, but just never got around to doing it. I got this gun in 2010, so it's not one of the very first Sccy's. I know that the older Sccy's back in, I think, 05, 06, sometimes they had a lot of problems with their guns. But this one right here is a really good gun. This is actually Sccy when they changed their name to Sccy. It's a 9mm. It came with two magazines, double stacked magazines, holds 10 rounds apiece. It is a plus P gun, even though they say it's really not recommended to always shoot plus P ammo. I don't know a whole lot about gun reviews, but I'm gonna give you my opinion on the gun and what I like about it and stuff like that, and some of the safeties and all that good stuff. And I am a very strong Second Amendment supporter. You know, I really support the Second Amendment, and you know, I love this gun. This is a nice gun. The only thing about that I don't like about it really is I don't really care much for the two-tone. You know, I would prefer it to be solid black. I could buy a slide to make it solid black with just a little silver piece in here, make it look good. I think it will look good. But I'm gonna get in with the safeties first. And I'll tell you my favorite safety of it all. The one I do not like is this little flip down safety here. Okay, it's very easy whenever you grab it. If you got big hands, whenever you're gripping the gun, your hands against the safety when it's down on fire. And when you're shooting, if you slightly move it up, so right now trigger pull's kind of hard to pull. If you barely slide it up any at all when you're shooting, it won't fire. You have to flip it back down to get it to fire. That's the only safety on this gun I don't like. It's aggravating. You can buy special tools to remove that if you don't want that, but I ain't worried about it because I've never had an issue with it. I've had that problem one time while firing it, but you know, no more problems. Just gotta kind of keep your hand down a little bit further than you should. It's a nice solid gun. I really recommend this gun. I don't see no problems with it. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews saying that they're no good and they jam and failure to feed. Honestly, I think I've only had one failure to feed. The bullet kind of got stuck. It was really cold outside. I was target shooting, and it was really cold. It was in the middle of the winter, and it got stuck. But ever since, I've never had a problem with it. And I've had this gun, like I said, since 2010, and I have not put probably about 50 rounds through it, so it ain't even broke in good yet. I like the magazine. I like the fact that it's a double stack magazine, holds 10 rounds. It's very nice. I like it. But anyway, back to the safeties. This safety here I don't care much about because it's kind of aggravating and frustrating. Another safety is whenever you have it on firing mode, you got this long trigger pull. It's a long, pretty heavy trigger pull. I mean, you got to pretty much go all the way back before it snaps. And another thing about this gun that I like is as far as the internal hammer on the back of this gun. On a lot of guns, whenever you have the clip in, you load the gun, and you're ready to fire it. Most time, the internal hammer goes back and locks. The internal hammer will go back a little ways and it'll lock for a risk of dropping against the firing pin. Maybe not enough pressure to fire it, but still, I'm a little uncomfortable with that. With this gun here, whenever you rack the slide, and put a bullet in the chamber, the internal hammer goes back against the firing pin. So there's really no way to fire this gun unless you take it off of safety with a long trigger pull and fire the gun. There's just really no way. So that's one thing about this gun I like about it, and the safety is the fact that whenever you have a bullet in the chamber ready to fire, the internal hammer goes right back down against the firing pin. So that's one of the things about this gun that I love to use and carry, is because it will not fire on its own. And I mean, if you drop it, it ain't gonna fire or nothing like that. It's not. It's just a good gun. I really, I know people are skeptical about this gun. They say it's no good, and they say it's just a cheap gun. But to me, honestly, I really recommend this gun. I like it. I think it's a good gun. Comes with a lifetime warranty. It's made in America. It's kind of a close gun to the Kel-Tec, but I really prefer the Sccy over the Kel-Tec myself personally. And it's pretty accurate. Got really good sights on this gun. Really easy to hold. Really easy to fire. It fits really well in the hand, with medium size, large, whatever hands. The sights on it are really good. You know, and accuracy is fairly good on this gun. Like I said, it all depends on how good of a shot you actually are. If you can't shoot with the flip, you ain't gonna hit nothing with it. But if you can, you know, if you're a pro shooter or whatever, I mean, you can probably hit whatever you want. But you know, it's got a, you know, I like also the last round, whenever the last round's fired, it does lock back in position like this here. Just drop it. Another clip in. Drop it, and you're ready to fire. So yeah, Sccy CPX-1. It's very easy to take down. This little pin right here pops out, slides off, everything comes apart, easy to clean. I'm not going to do a takedown video on it, but yeah, Sccy CPX-1. A relatively cheap gun, but to me it's very reliable. I've had no problems with the gun. It's been I've been very satisfied with this gun. So you know, if you're out there looking for a cheap gun, you know, for around $300, a little bit less depending on your state, then I would definitely recommend. I know that the new Sccy CPX-1s, and see, they got CPX-1, CPX-2, and they don't. And I think one comes with this thumb safety, and one comes without this thumb safety. So I would prefer the one without the thumb safety, because it just gets in the way sometimes. But the thing about it, I like it, and the third safety of it is the long trigger pull, like I said a while ago. I mean, you're not going to just sit there and accidentally fire it, because it's a pretty tight pull, and it's not going to just, you know, fire. So, but my favorite safety about this gun is the fact that the internal hammer, whenever there's a bullet in the chamber, it goes back down against the firing pin. Now, I know this ain't your actual normal review of the guns. This is just my opinion of the gun. I would recommend it. I would not be afraid one bit to use it as a self-protection gun, or a home protection gun, or anything like that. It's compact. It's not that heavy. It's pretty, you know, it's decent weight. I'm not really sure of the weight of the gun. But you know, I have been very satisfied with the Sccy CPX-1. I really don't have any faults with the gun. I mean, it'll about shoot any ammo that I put in the gun. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think it's a good gun. My opinion. It's not a Glock, nothing like that. It's not a high-end name, but you know, most time you're paying for the name of the gun anyway. And that's just my opinion. You're paying for the name. You buy a Glock for $580 for a 9mm. You buy a Sccy CPX-1 for around $300, and both of them is gonna go bang when you shoot it or pull the trigger. And you know, no gun's perfect. Every gun's got its flaws, but to me, this gun right here if you're looking for a cheap way out for a gun, and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, I would definitely recommend the Sccy CPX-1. I will actually have a video down the road of me shooting the gun, showing you how accurate the gun is, because I'm not a really professional shooter. You know, I target shoot a lot, but I'm not really good with a pistol you know, right now. But I'm not bad either. But so yeah, you know, I'll have a shooting video later on down the road, and show you how the gun performs and shoots and everything. So stay tuned for that. But I hope this helps a little bit. Comment, subscribe to my channel. I sure appreciate it. And we're done with this review. So like I said, it's not your standard gun review, but this is my very first one, so I got to get used to it like I did everything else. And I hope it helps a little bit. So y'all have a good one. We'll talk to you later.